That's like
Down with the
awkward.
LC.
we would do like the shake and bake. Shake.
All right. So yeah, that's the beginning of the show. Us trying to make hand gestures for a layer
Yeah.
cake.
If anybody has a suggestion on how I can like make a layer cake logo with my hands, like I'm a G or whatever, that'd be sweet. Please.
You just got to be careful because some of them hand signals can mean something else.
Don't make me do something that'll get me shot. Please, that's not
in
cool.
the ghettos
In
of Canada.
Yeah, he was making fun of me for living in Louisiana. There you go.
Drive-by bow and arrow.
Oh man! All right, so it is Tuesday. It is
Drive-by bow and arrow. I'm gonna laugh at that forever.
Hey, I've seen bow fishing.
Drive-by bow and arrow.
I've seen bow fishing, so I don't know. I don't know about the seafood.
Oh, dude, people fish with dynamite. Like literally, I'm never surprised when it comes to
So your
people
whole country is
fishing.
just rednecks. Y'all are just rednecks, but y'all are polite, so you're not called rednecks.
Except for
true.
Montreal.
Yeah. You can't understand them anyways. It's all right.
Drive-by bow.
All right, we lost Sifu.
Sorry, man.
All right, so like I said, it is Tuesday. It is Mixing It Up
okay.
Day, and I don't know. Anthony added a whole new flavor of ridiculous to the show. I'm enjoying it. All right, so as you guys see down here, right here, we have Anthony Ramella as our special guest. Also, they are our awesome new sponsor. And, you know, they made that awesome intro that you guys just saw. And
Shake.
just really awesome stuff. Oh, man. But
And we're back. All right,
Oh,
what's
back.
going on, everybody?
everybody.
Welcome to Mixing It Up. Raise
Mixing it up. Layer cake. All righty. So, yeah, let's just jump into some what I've been mixing. Let's see. I have more people to pick on. This is weird. Mitch, you look busy.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? I've been making lots of stuff. Last night I did sit down and bust out a couple of 60 ml bottles of last week's recipe because I'm super digging that cinnamon, the sins of a serial killer, the cinnamon toast crunch milk. I mean, this is the 30 ml that I made for the show, and I've been nursing it under half. But besides that, just kind of a little bit of everything. Been doing some tweaking of recipes because I do have some other new flavors coming in. I took Sifu's idea of turning my sour blue raz into like a blow pop, and I have 3 different types of bubblegum flavoring to try, see which one's going to be the winner. I'm excited about that. Hopefully that stuff will be here in a couple days, so next week I can kind of give an update. But besides that, just kind of the basics. What about you, Sifu?
Oh, I've been mixing nothing but tribute. It's
All of the tribute.
It's resonating, so I guess it's scratching that itch that's been out for a while. People love the yig, and it's doing well. I did mix up. Clown did send me a one shot of his drunken apple cakes, and I'm just going to say it right here today. I'm letting it all out. My heart.
Garbage.
Hot garbage.
I like a flavor. I like a recipe with cinnamon in it.
Oh shit! Mark it down.
I converted
October
him.
27th.
I converted him.
Oh, you're
Give
getting
him your
banana next,
expected
bitch. Banana is coming to you, bitch.
He's fucking on one.
No, look, it's fucking good. It's good. It's good. It's great. So go get that, mix it, and like it. No, that was it. It's been a busy weekend with my house and the insurance and all that stuff. So I haven't really mixed too much. I had a big order of yigs going out. I got some stuff going to the UK
Ooh,
this weekend.
Going
Sifu International.
I have an
Atta
order going
boy.
to the UK to one of the Yo-Yo cool kids, and I'm excited about that. And still working on my. I'm getting some good feedback from some of my customers. I've been working on a tiger's blood, and for Mitch, I'm calling it that bitch Carol Baskin. But it's he got the same notes that I did. The VSO watermelon is too natural for something like that. It's got a rind type of taste, and when you get it up in the heat, it tastes like celery. So it's not perverse or gross, but it's just there, and you know it's there, and it's weird, especially in type of like a snowball candy type of mix. It's just out of place. So I'm going to be ordering some from recommendation from you guys. I'm going to get some sweet watermelon from Capella and up the cream on that guy, and that should be hitting pretty hard pretty soon. So, but that's about it. Just filling orders. That's it. Chris, what have you been making?
You know what? I'm gonna bet by what do you say, season 2, this Sifu will get me and Mitch not confused.
No,
somehow.
I was
we
looking.
don't look anything alike.
Look,
but
this time it was not my fault. I was looking at Mitch because I wanted to pick him, and then I remembered. Oh wait, he picked me. So I got to pick someone else.
Okay, fair enough. Then I retract that, but hopefully going forward it never happens.
Remember,
again.
Chris
Okay?
does the
Please.
bow drive-bys.
Yeah.
Wait, did I not get the email? Were
I
we
was over
renewed for
it.
season 2?
I
I didn't get the memo. Were we renewed for season 2?
And your contract actually got worse. So sorry about that. You have to blame the negotiating parties. They kind of fucked up.
We are at episode 20.
Yeah, I don't know how long a season goes. I figured a season's like a year.
Yeah,
so
that's long.
That's how I count the seasons.
20 is long for anime. I'm just saying.
Well, 20 is long for like a lot of stuff.
Dude, there's some animes that are 12 episodes long. That's not, I mean, it's not, we're not Bleach or anything.
Okay.
Exactly. So don't worry. Season 2 is coming just 30 weeks from now, everybody. So just get ready for season 2. It's going to be a fucking just filled with bangers. But okay, so what have I mixed in? Well, like I said last week, I was going to go back and redo a couple of things, and I've done a few tweaks. So I switched up a little bit of the PB cheesecake that I just changed a couple percentages. I'm really searching for like one thing in it to like make it like really good. I think that I'm just gonna have to like break down and just straight up put in like graham cracker flavor, because I'm not getting enough graham cracker, and I kind of like where all the rest of the cheesecake is. So I don't want to like fuck around with that. I might just have to add like a little bit of just graham cracker. So that's one thing I've done. I've done a couple of remixes of some other stuff that I don't have like public. Just that I'm trying to like, I guess realistically, I'm always trying to like work on my craft. So the more I do things, the better I get. So that's just the way that I'm seeing it. So there's certain recipes that I like vaping already that I haven't published that, I don't know, maybe I just want to like keep in my back pocket for one day, or just make sure that they're perfect before I put them out. Like all the recipes that I put on here, hopefully people appreciate the fact that I am 99% of the time, I literally might be still making up the recipe at this very moment, because I basically run in from work and I quickly just take care of whatever I have to do, and I come upstairs and I just kind of bang out a recipe, because I like to do it on the spot as opposed to maybe 2-3 days in advance, because I personally feel that is cheating. Okay, just throwing that out there. So I've been trying to go back and just give some love to stuff, and like I don't even like put down in my in the comments like redid this or changed this. I just kind of, it's always evolving. Whenever I feel that I'm satisfied with them, I won't go back to them, and I won't say like finally done. Like it'll just be there. So basically you guys will just have to mix my stuff up and see if it's done yet or not in your opinion, and then you can message me, be like, I really like this, but are you done? And then I'll be like, fuck, I guess I'm not. But that is basically what I've been doing. So I've mixed up a few things that I have published. I've mixed up a few things that I've done for my own personal self. And actually, you know what? I guess this is the time. I'll just say right before the show, I actually mixed something up. And I was gonna mix it up on the show, but it was like a secondary recipe. And after I vape it, I might publish it because I mean maybe it's gonna be good. I don't know. I just knuckled it. That's it. But I really wanted to try what I put up today before I try that one. And that's basically all for me. You know what? I am going to ask Anthony. What have you been mixing?
Shit, basically.
Okay, but what have you been trying to do? They just might have turned into shit.
I started watching the show, and you guys like just got me hooked. Like I never thought I would ever try it because for my first tries at DIY were awful, and I figured out I was getting my flavoring from the wrong place. Like realistically, like that's a bad way to get started. So I bought a bunch of stuff from Capella, spent like a couple $100 on flavorings and stuff, and just started buying stuff that I wanted to vape. So I'm a big fan of certain flavors, and I'm like, I really want to be able to make something that I really like. So I tried a bunch of different things. I've got probably 1,000 mils of stuff that is awful, that is just absolutely unvapable. But that's what you have to kind of do. I mean, if you're going to make something from scratch, if you want to follow a recipe, you can do that. It's never been my milieu. I always have to do my own thing. So it's like I'm going to learn by trial and error. So what I've really been working on lately is trying to get this peanut caramel flavor to work. I sent a bottle of one of the first drafts of it to the guys on the green room, got some notes from them, went back to it, did some tweaks to it, and it's about its 6th or 7th version now, and I'm really happy with the way that it is. So it's the one that I've made now that I'm actually, it's vapable, that I'm proud of. I'm a guy that uses tanks primarily, and I'm also a guy that likes stuff that's really sweet. So this allows me to kind of make it the sweetness that I want it to be, and that's been a really nice change of pace. I am a cheater as far as overdrip is concerned, because I'm actually been working on the recipe for tonight a few times because I just didn't want to, give you guys a recipe that was like, okay, this tastes like sweet ass. Like and nobody would want to vape it, and they'd be like, okay.
But dude, that's the thing. You run the risk. That's the pressure.
All I want to tell the people in the audience is this is harder, much, much harder than it looks. Like for overdip to say, yeah, just get home from work and I just write up a recipe and I'm good to go.
You can ask these guys.
Don't try and do that.
Like right before the show that I'm like grabbing shit off my shelf.
But that comes with wisdom of how many bottles at the beginning of stuff did you try and make that was just terrible.
Yeah, I mean, so it'll take you some time, especially if you're going free balling on the recipes. Yeah, it takes some time to find.
Dude, I used to not even.
I did start writing things down. That's helped considerably.
Dude,
I'm like, I'll remember.
I just like, man, all right, I'll put in some of this and put in some of that, and I just like have these bottles all over the place. So I
love that wisdom. I really do. I love that wisdom because I don't have that yet. So it's going to take some time, but no, you guys have encouraged me more than I can tell you. And when you first start watching the show, you're like, it's just flavorings and VG. I mean, how hard could it be? It's fucking hard. It's fucking really hard. Like you're going to make stuff that's so throaty you can't even vape it. You're just going to be like, all right, well, that coil is done. I'll just throw all this shit out.
What you need to do is find somebody. I have a friend who I basically just give all of my failures. Well, I used to. I don't have as many like bad ones as I used to. But for like the first 8 months of mixing, if I made a recipe that I thought was shit, I would just call my buddy and give it to him because he's a garbage disposal.
Is his name
like
Mikey?
No, but he vaped sub tank until the coils were just nastiness, and I'm like, I don't even understand what flavor you were vaping because it's just so great. And he would just had zero taste buds.
Okay.
And I just kept him in like that way. I didn't feel like I was wasting shit.
I need
So
some.
at least he enjoyed it. It kept him off the cigs. That's what mattered.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm glad I bought this big jug of VG because I still have so much.
I always tell people buy a lot of VG. The PG, it's okay, whatever size you want to get, but the VG,
Yeah.
make sure you get a lot.
And see, I'm not really a big fan of throat hit either. Like
Mhm.
I'm just not my style of vaping. So
Yeah.
I had to bust it down considerably to get to where I actually like it. So, but no,
I'm
my
with you on
business
that
partner ends up getting a lot of that. Hey, try this. Tell me what you think.
one. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, so
I've
you
had
like
a couple
it?
of
It's
those
great,
where he
right?
was like, yeah, I just couldn't vape
Yeah,
that.
so this one I actually threw up. So I'm gonna say it's not that good. I don't know.
I'm not a big fan of lemon. I made like the lemon with the lemon meringue pie flavoring from Capella, and it wasn't good. Not good.
If you want a good lemon meringue, do Nick Evans, the best lemon meringue yet.
Well, he asked for a lemon meringue. I don't like lemon meringue, and I'm like,
Nice.
oh, well, I've got some of that flavoring. Let me see what I can do. And,
It's good.
Yeah.
but the good news is, I gave him some of the peanut butter caramel, and he loves it. He's like, dude, I'm saving. I'm like, don't save it. Just finish vaping it. Give me the bottle, and I'll refill it. Like, it's not a big
That's
deal.
the
I wrote
beauty
that
of
recipe
this.
down. I know that one works. The trick to that one, honestly, and I know something I never thought of doing, but I had some toffee flavoring that I added
yeah.
to that, and it changed
Oh,
it
yeah.
immensely. So it
Well,
was
that's
just
what
that
peanut
little thing
butter-
that made it.
Oh, look, honestly, that's what peanut brittle is. It's toffee.
Yeah.
It's reduced sugar
Which,
into a candy.
Which toffee flavor did you use, Anthony? I just picked up Lorraine's.
Okay, this is from a company that probably no one has ever heard of before, but it's like the company that on the bottle says Nick Vape, but it says E Flavors is like the brand of it. I don't know. These were original flavors that I bought some time ago.
Yeah.
That's the only flavoring out of all the ones that I bought that was any good. I really wanted a good maraschino cherry flavor, but I just can't seem to find one.
Cherry's
I
tough.
don't think
man.
it. Yeah, I don't think
Yeah.
anyone's found a good maraschino.
You could always try
There's a bunch. There's a
grenadine
few
flavoring
good
and see how that
natural
goes.
cherries.
Yeah, I wanted to do like a maraschino cherry pineapple combo, but I just can't find a maraschino cherry that works.
Where's the costumes?
This-
Yeah, we forgot.
Friction. I'm actually just dressed as a good-looking man, so
I'm just like a
kind of
metalhead
nailed that
from
one. Gotta
2010.
say it.
Yeah, I'm going to an LSU football game. That's my costume.
If you want to see costumes, come see me on the Friday Fallout this week. There will be costumes.
Fucking-
Yeah,
Turk
I'm sure there will
Tuesday.
be, actually.
Turk Tuesday.
Oh, by the way, Anthony, I gotta find. I'm submitting a picture. I just have to find it. But it's
Awesome.
of me, and I'm for 4 straight years as a child, I went as a different member of KISS for Halloween.
Oh, cool.
Because I was born in the KISS Army,
Okay.
and
He was born
so
at a
I
Kiss
went
concert.
for. I'm probably the only guy under 40 that's been that's super like pumped to be like, yeah, I went to KISS. But I went to
No, that's cool. There's nothing wrong with that.
I saw Kiss and Aerosmith when I was like 12 or 13. Like I spent all my birthday money to buy my whole family tickets to see Kiss and Aerosmith, and that was ballin'. It was so good. But yeah, I'm dressed. I think in that picture, I'm either Gene Simmons or Paul Stanley. But it's awesome.
Very
I'm
cool.
submitting that.
Yeah, those of you that don't know, I am now a permanent member on the Friday Fallout. So
Nice.
you want to see craziness,
All right.
put the kids to bed, come to the Friday Fallout. It's definitely not for children.
Nice.
All right.
Alrighty.
So I like Overdrip. Decided that because I'm making a candy corn recipe, but I decided that I wanted to make a backup plan in case it sucked, and that's what I was mixing while we were all talking. It's supposed to be a sour watermelon candy. It's not bad. It's not as sour as
Are we
as
supposed
it
to
should
be
have
mixing
been.
right now? I thought we had to wait until.
No,
no, not
oh,
yet.
okay.
Clown,
Not yet.
Clown
Mitch
hasn't
just
even
what
said
jumped
what.
in on it.
Yeah, Clint.
I got all my supplies sitting here, like I'm ready to go. I'm just like, okay.
Clown hasn't even said what he's been mixing yet.
Nothing.
Hey,
Oh,
Clown,
shit.
what have you been mixing?
There you
Get
go.
it, Clown.
Honestly, yeah, I haven't really been mixing this week. I'm more or less in the testing phase on some of the recipes I've been working on, but that's pretty much it.
It's herpes.
What?
Nice, quick and easy. I like it.
So that's
It's
me.
not glitter, it's herpes.
Okay, Dad.
All right.
All right, so Sifu, why don't you tell us what you're mixing this week?
Yeah, go for it. See if
I'm
you're
sorry,
ready.
Lando's comment. He goes, no, that's not glitter, that's herpes. I'm sorry, everything's funny today. I am making
It's the martini.
yeah, so you know. I am making the pineapple bonbons, those really cheap white wrappered candies that you get in Halloween. You're probably familiar with the strawberry ones. They look like the strawberry wrapper. It's got the red on the bottom and the green on the top. It's basically the same candy maker, but they made like an orange, lemon, a pineapple, and a cherry.
There was a pear one too, I think.
Yeah, I think there was a pear one. But I always remember that the pineapple and the lemon always generally kind of taste the same. So I was leaning towards pineapple or lemon, so I decided, yes, that's perfect. So I called this Earl of Pineapple Grab, a good Adventure Time reference. I'm going to do a little bit of cotton candy at 0.5% for that papery type of plasticky type of candy taste. Lemon lime Capella at 0.5%. The pineapple VSO, which I'm really excited about, at 3%. I'm going to use the pink guava from Flavora today. I normally use the TFA sweet guava, but I'm going with the Flavora this go around. I just think it smells a little more candy-ish to me. And off of Mitch's recommendation, I'm going with the Liquid Born Sour at 1.5%. And someone else also recommended, I think Dan Baker told me something about the sour lemon from BTA. That's going in there also at 0.5%, and always 0.5% of super sweets. And there will be some light rum in this also. It's not in the recipe, but I'm going to put it in now. I just find that this VTA light rum has a nice syrupiness to it. You know, like whenever you like a sucker or a hard candy, it just feels kind of syrupy on your mouth. I just find that this light rum gives that. I've used this in a few mixes for that, and it just works for that perfectly. So that's what I'm making. What I am making. Mitch, what are you making today?
I am making candy corn, and it's probably gonna taste like
Candy
sweet
corn.
My candy corn recipe, I'm using the candy corn from Flavor West, and it doesn't smell bad.
Mm-hmm.
But so there's candy corn, and then there's those pumpkin candies that are like the same texture, basically the same but different colors. And in the seasonal pack, I got Wonder Flavors pumpkin candy, and I'm gonna use a little bit of both of those, some Sisha vanilla and some marshmallow and super sweet. Nice and basic. Like, it literally comes in at 7.5%. We'll see how it goes. I did bump up my sweetness on the super sweet to 1% just because candy corn is so fucking sweet. But yeah, for that recipe, that's what I did. On the other one that I made, I did take some trying some different stuff. I'm taking Sifu's melon meat and using some cantaloupe in there with the watermelon to give it a little bit of backbone, and trying a little bit of cactus in it, because the sour watermelon candies are really juicy, like the way they like to get that mouth feel. Those are the two that I'm working on. What about you, Clown?
I don't know. Let Anthony go.
All right.
Okay.
Age before beauty.
I just got home from work, and I put this recipe together about 10 minutes ago.
Doing it right.
Yeah, totally doing it right, because I'm such a whiz at this. But no, I'm making a blueberry lime gummy bear, believe it or not. Anthony making a gummy candy flavor called Barely Legal. And I really like blueberry and lime together, and it's hard for me to find a vape like that. So I'm like, screw it, I'm going to make my I think my recipe is fairly simple, but after listening to Mitch, I'm thinking maybe it might be a little more complicated. But I'm using powerful sour from Capella, using quite a bit of blueberry jam from Capella, some lime from Capella, about 1.5% super sweet, so 3 times as much as some other people are using of that, and the jelly candy flavor from Capella. My percentages come out to like 21.6%, so it's really high compared to everybody else. But who knows? It might be good. I've never made it before or tried it 6 or 7 times to make sure I didn't look like a fool on the show. But anyway, that's what I'm going to be mixing up. It's going to probably take me longer than everybody else to do mine. I even got like this little box thing that came from Domino's that I'm going to like put my bottle in.
Drops. He goes
So
by
I don't.
drops.
Yeah, I do drops because I'm new and I don't know what to do. So
okay, here's what you need to do: buy a fucking scale. Like that's really what.
All my money on flavorings. Like I did.
Dude, you can literally buy one from Amazon for like $9. Have it tomorrow. Prime that shit.
Nah,
I'll get there. I promise.
Just go to your nearest gas station and pick up your nearest convenience store that sells like glassware. And
yeah, keep talking so I can start mixing.
Pick up a dope scale.
Yeah, I might have one of those somewhere. I just can't tell you where it is because I can't.
So Anthony, when my first before I got my nice big scale from Liquid Barn, I had another fairly nice scale that my daughter broke, and so I needed a scale for the show, so I went down and picked this guy up from a convenience store, and the guy working was like, "Oh, do you need these too?" And tried to get me to buy little tiny baby sandwich bags.
Yeah,
I thought he was going to
those are for your jewelry. That's weird.
Oh yeah, no, totally strange.
Is that for Barbie sandwiches? Because
yeah.
All right, so is everybody gone but me, or is Clown not gone either?
No,
go ahead,
Chris. Yet.
All right, then I will go. All right, so I'm a huge fan of blackcurrant. Like I fucking love blackcurrant. I'm a huge fan of blackcurrant wine gums. Okay, so this is like my hope that it'll be like passable as a blackcurrant wine gum. I'm pretty sure it's definitely going to be passable as a blackcurrant like chew or like gumdrop, maybe something like that. Mine's actually pretty simple. So I just have 5 ingredients total. I use blackcurrant from the Flavor Apprentice. I put that in at 0.75%. I put in blackcurrant ribes from Flavor Art at 1%. Because I actually feel that it has like a bit of that candy note to it. Like maybe not candy note, but like that flavor that you would get in a blackcurrant candy. And then I use 0.75% of Forest Mix from Jungle Flavors because when I smell it and when I've used it in the past, I get like a blackcurrant vibe from it, but it's like just really dark berries.
Really good.
And blackcurrant's a dark berry, so that's kind of falling in there. And then my main note is actually, I had to really search. This was not in my flavor stash because I don't think I put the time in to figure out how to put it in there. Because it's kind of like, I think it's kind of like a one-shot from Flavor Art. And it's called King/RE. And then in parenthesis, Pazzo from Flavor Art. Yeah. So it's like their one-shot line or something. I think that's like because I found the description actually on Flavor Art's website. That's the only way I could find out what it was really called, and then I put it in ELR, and it was there. And I put that in at 3%, and then I put in 0.5% of super sweet. So I'm actually really light on the flavor totals today. It's at 6%, but I'm really hoping that it's pretty good. That's my hope. Oh, and then I talked about that other one that I did before. It's a little bit more like extra. I might publish it. I'm going to try it first, and then I might publish it afterward. But this one's actually called Blood Curdling Current is what my mixing it up is for tonight.
That Pazzo is real nice. That King Pazzo. That was one of the first black currants I got when I was trying for the Yig, and it was a little too cakey. So
Cakey?
it was kind of cake. It had like a I don't know if you remember those like those there was a there was like a hostess cake that had like that taste to it, like a black currant cake kind of taste to it.
Really? Because like
And
all
that's
the
what,
descriptions I've seen on it, it's like a gumdrop looking thing.
yeah,
Nothing
no,
to
it's
do
real
with cake.
it's real spicy, but I get a cakey note from it. I think that's
All
gonna
right.
be
Well,
awesome.
hopefully that's not what happens because that's not going to really hit what I'm trying to hit. So I'm hoping it's not that. But Clown, take it away. You're the last one.
Yep. All right. So, I don't know. I was thinking about what I was gonna do, and I was like, well, I don't know. I thought about candies. I thought about even doing like a caramel apple type thing, and I was like, yeah, I've been actually struggling with that one for a while, and I don't really felt like I was almost cheating, just trying to like improve on something I'm already working on. So I was looking at what flavors I had, was thinking about Halloween themed, what time of year it is, and I went with pumpkin cookies. I was like, fuck it, I want a pumpkin cookie. Let's do this. I know it's not a candy, it's a bit of a cheat, but it's gonna make me happy if it comes out right. So that's where I'm at. So starting off with the buttercream frosting from Wonder Flavors at 0.75%, cookie from Flavora at 0.5%, creme brulee cookie from Wonder Flavors at 1%, graham cracker V2 from Capella at 1%, pumpkin bread from Flavora at 0.5%, pumpkin spice from Flavora at 0.25%, and 0.25% of sweetener. So we shall see how this goes. All right. Who's already vaping? Sifu, you already vaping? Got all
Of
quiet.
course he is.
Ooh, yes, I am vaping.
I don't know. Here. I'm gonna let you gents mull it over while we have a quick word from our sponsor.
That the watermelon that I made,
Are we back?
the watermelon
Yeah,
that
we're
I made
back.
isn't bad.
All right.
Yay!
I'm like,
All
a video's only like a minute and 14 seconds. So
Yeah, I accidentally restarted it too. So-
But
but
Well, the
hey,
only
it gave
reason
us
I
some
gave
time.
that to you guys is I wanted people to kind of see that's what I do on my day job. That's what Shake and Bake Media kind of is. It's not all funny memes and like Instagram shit. We want to help companies. We want to do, really nice labels for, basically industry that has trouble getting that kind of stuff. So cannabis, CBD, vape companies, that kind of stuff. We don't think you guys should suffer just because, the mainstream people don't want to, have anything to do with that because they're a bunch of, assholes. So that's kind of what we do. But, and those are some of the things we're really proud of that we've done. So even though it says exotic leaf on there, It's basically Shake and Bake Media does all of that kind of stuff.
It's all under the same umbrella house.
Yeah, I mean, we call Shake and Bake Media their in-house marketing department. It's basically what the deal is with that.
Yeah.
And I'm glad I used this box because I spilled BG all over the place. But that's what's supposed to happen when you're on a live show.
Wow.
And you're a newbie and you don't know what you're doing.
All right, so we talking? We ready to talk?
Oh yeah, you can talk.
Okay.
All right,
This
you gotta do
is
this,
that
right?
candy. This is that candy. It's rare whenever you have something in your mind and your first stab at it kind of heads in that direction. You have to kind of tweak it to what you originally thought. Sometimes you make something that you had in your mind and it's something else, and you go, "Oh wait, that's actually this," and then you actually just stick with it and just call it something else. You know, this tastes like that sour pineapple candy. Those bonbons. It's working for me. It has a very, I don't know if I have too much sour in it because I'm getting a kind of a, it's kind of making my mouth raw a little bit. Kind of like those sour, like a lemon head or something does. So I'm kind of getting the full experience of it. This is working for me. Like the pineapple is there. I could probably use a little bit more.
Mm-hmm.
But honestly, it's kind of in that vibe of that candy. You can't really tell if it's pineapple or lemon. And like off the knuckle, you get a lot of pineapple. Yeah,
Anthony, if you're trying to outlast me, bro, I can go all day.
I was actually just making sure Ryan was shook. Like I'm trying to watch you. Like, okay, maybe I'm not shaking these long enough.
So he's got the technique of over the head.
You guys going stroke for stroke?
There you go, baby.
I mean, I like that kind of look right there.
You gotta feel the burn.
Bubbly.
Yeah. So the knuckle tastes like a pineapple dum dum. Like it tastes just like a pineapple dum dum.
That's a really good flavor.
Yeah. So, but the vape of it, I'm getting that bonbon candy flavor. I think the ethyl menthol is working really well. I was worried about it. I didn't want it to go cotton candy on me, but it's sharp. It's focused, and the balance is there. I think this is a very successful first stab at a candy. I've never made a real candy before, and yeah, this is doing it. I'm very interested to see how this steeps out.
Do you guys find that flavors that are better in tanks versus drippers are mixed a certain way? I mean, do you almost mix primarily for whatever kind of device you're going to be using the flavor in?
I sadly do, yes. I mostly mix for drippers because that's all I really vape. So
I always feel like the stuff that's mixed for drippers is just not potent enough in my tank.
Mm-hmm. And I could see that. I mean, flavor, oddly enough, plays into also what your coil is, how hot are you running it, and that all kind of plays along with it a bit quite.
Yeah, no, it's for me to answer that question directly, if it pops in the Citadel, I know it's going to pop in a tank, right? If I think Wayne has used this word before, in a bigger atomizer, the flavors get a little boomy. They get a little bigger, and not you lose. You get a lot of the direction where you were going with your flavor, but not a lot of the overtones and the balance of the mix. So the balance kind of gets a little lost. And so if it works in a dripper, in a dual coil dripper for me, I generally know it's going to work in a tank, but it's not always the case. Like my Peach Among Worlds, I get a lot more artificial peach flavor in it, but in a dripper, I get a very natural peach taste in it.
Oh, okay.
But anything that, you know what I'm saying? But anything that's in the Citadel that pops, that's really bright and poppy, I know is going to work in a tank. I just do. Like my mango, Here Comes Mango.
Yeah.
Whenever I put that into my Citadel, it popped, and it's one of the only flavors that I use in a tank. So, and the same thing with some of the other ones that we did on the show, like the coconut and the blue raz. For me, I just find brighter flavors work better in tanks, and deeper, more complex flavors work better in a dual coil, in a dripper situation.
Because that's kind of how I feel about the frosted nuts flavor. It's like I feel like on a dripper it would be good, but in my tank there's just not enough flavor to it. And I'm wondering if it was designed to be more of like a dripper style, because you were giving it to like Poon and Frames and people like that primarily use drippers. That's the only reason I really asked.
I mean, for me, it's more like my tester pool tends to be just my friends, because there's people I know I can trust and stuff. But most of my friends vape drippers, so it just turns into that.
Right.
Sifu, for your next mango recipe, will you please name it Telegram for Mr. Mango?
Well, I have one that I did on the show. It's called Such as Mango. That was the.
I almost sent you the picture of Mongo riding the steer into town, because my dad and I watched Blazing Saddles again the other day, and I was chuckling to myself. But I told my nephew he needs to. So I'm gonna do a side by side. Here we have candy corn.
He bought candy corn for this.
No, it's Vandal said it best yesterday. He said that candy corn is the herpes of Halloween. Everyone has it and nobody wants it.
Yes, he did say that. Two things. Addy Tooney left a recipe for you, Anthony, on the chat.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, if you wanted to check that out. And then mostly because I can't pronounce it because I keep forgetting what it's called. But Sifu, what's AP again?
Acetylpyrazine.
Pyrazine. Right. Acetylpyrazine. That gives the cookie meat. It's the heart of cookie. I think Clown said it best. It's like I was struggling for that word, and it was just kind of like the meat of a cookie. But he said it's the heart. It's what makes a cookie a cookie. It's that heart of a That's what it is.
Just be careful, because if you go too far, it goes Fritos on you.
It goes Frito.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Here's nice with a good chili.
They do have a chili flavoring out there, so.
Listen, I used to be a taster. I was a buyer for a line of vape stores, and there's all kinds of stuff out there. And there are some, I've had hemp flavored vape liquid before, and it wasn't to get you high. It was just supposed to be that flavor, like near beer, almost like that kind of situation. And it wasn't good. Bacon was the worst thing I ever
tried. They do nothing for you. Okay.
Yeah. Bacon was the worst. Bacon was like a bottle of liquid smoke mixed with VG. Like, it was so bad. I tried to get through it. I couldn't even get through one tank of it. It was just so bad. So bad.
Sifu, who does the AP again?
TFA.
Yeah, it's TFA.
Okay. Yeah. There you go.
It's the 5%. The 5% AP.
Okay. Yeah, I've never used it.
It's like a real low percent jobber, like 0.25 to 0.5%. It's probably.
And honestly, from our cereal episode, I'm getting kind of the same usage notes from that cereal 27 as I am from AP. It's that grainy type of flavor that'll just build the middle of any kind of bakery, or especially in the cereal. It works well in that. So,
dude, I'm digging this, man.
Has everybody talked about theirs but me so far?
No,
Sifu talked about his. Mitch is like tasting over there.
I was tasting. Go for it, Chris.
Candy corn.
All right, I'll go. So I'm just gonna say right now, it's not too far off. There's a bit. I'm guessing that like Pazzo has like that sour sugar, so there's like a slight sour note to it that I honestly don't mind. But for what I was going for, I would prefer it not to be there, because I am kind of getting like that gummy like flavor, and it is kind of like wine gum-esque. For anyone that has never ate wine gums, they're like chewy jujubes, for lack of a better term, but they're not really the same. Like, the flavors are totally different. So you get like black, instead of it being black licorice, it's black currant, and so on. I do get like that's, like I said, like that sourness, but the black currant's really nice. And I accidentally made it like a 4, maybe like a little bit over 4 milligrams. So like I'm kind of finding it a little bit harsh right now because I normally mix at 2.75, but I just had like a mind blank and just kept on going till it got to like 1.8 grams instead of like 1.2, which is normally where I go. So like, hey, whatever. But yeah, the flavor is pretty decent. I'm actually surprised it's like a pretty strong mix at 6%, which I'm kind of surprised. But then again, I basically just use like all blackcurrant flavors, and like the one flavor that's not blackcurrant, I find I get more of a blackcurrant flavor from it. But it's pretty good, man. I would think that it would be closer to like a sour gumdrop than a wine gum, but it's definitely like that nice blackcurrant, like, and there's still that tartness, not just from that sugar, like from the blackcurrant itself. Because for anybody out there that's never tried anything that's blackcurrant flavored, and I don't even mean vape wise, I mean like candy or baking, there's like a certain bit of tartness to black currants. They're not like that real sweet, like, you know how like a raspberry, like a real like ripe raspberry, it has like that tartness, but then it really settles and it becomes really sweet. Black currant's similar to that. It kind of like bites at the beginning and then it smooths out. It's not quite as sweet as a raspberry, but it's much more of like that rich flavor that you get from like a nice ripe blueberry. You know, like those darker berries have like those really rich, like lasting flavor, where something like a raspberry or a strawberry, it kind of like flushes through your mouth fairly quickly, and that's why you want to eat more of them.
So is it
So
like
overall, I think it's pretty good. If you like blackcurrant or you've been like wanting to try something blackcurrant, I would honestly say give this a shot.
so is it like dots, like the dots candy that you get for Halloween?
Yeah, like the Dippin' Dots.
Dippin' Dots. No, dots.
The little tiny
Dot.
little.
Yeah, the little
I
tiny,
know what
real
you're talking
chewy.
about. Yeah.
So it's kind of like
more
those.
like that, a blackcurrant version of that. There you go.
There you go. Because you were describing it, I was getting that dot sensation. So not quite the black licorice part of it, but with the currant, like that real hard but chewy gumdrop. You know, not like a soft gumdrop, like a hard one. Yeah.
And honestly, like, it's really good. I got like a real rowdy fresh build. I got some Sammy Nitro triple 26s in this fucking LC, and perfect. But go ahead, Mitch. Dude, I layer cake the shit out of that. I'm just gonna start going like this, maybe. I don't know.
So with mine, the marshmallow that I added had two reasons. One, to give a little bit more sweetener, and another to help with the mouth feel. And it definitely accomplished both. I'm actually kind of freaked out at how close this actually is to the taste of candy corn, and that kind of sweet coat your mouth kind of candy corn mouth feel. I'm definitely glad, like, the sweetness, I was worried about it being a little too sweet because it does have 1% of that of marshmallow and 1% super sweet, and that's twice the amount of sweetener that I normally have in my recipes. But it's actually on point. I'm interested to see what the candy corn and the pumpkin candy do with a little bit of steep time, but it's actually pretty fucking spot on. I might have to change the name because I just put hopefully candy corn as the name of it.
Change it to definitely candy corn.
Yeah, definitely candy corn. Yeah, it's not too bad. I could definitely see this flavor getting old really fast, because I mean it is
candy corn,
basically just hot sweetness, but it's not bad.
Hot sweetness sounds like a stripper name.
Mm-hmm.
It's my stripper name.
All right,
that was Anthony, a whole nother life ago.
How'd yours go?
That's my OnlyFans live shows. Thank you.
Well, for a recipe I just came up with a few minutes ago, man, this is like perfect. Like, I gotta say, like this shit is easy. Like I don't know what everybody's talking about. No, I really like this mix. I really wanted something that was blueberry lime, and there's only one company out there that I know that has a flavor that I actually like, this blueberry lime. I will tell you, it's sweet. Like I obviously, you know, because there's a lot of sweetener in this, but I like it. So if you like stuff that is sweet. But you definitely, with that jelly candy, I am getting that. It's almost like the aftertaste of the gummy.
Yes.
Mouthfeel. So for me, that's where it's all at. But if you're a person that puts like 5 or 6 gummy bears in your mouth and chews them all up, it's that kind of flavor. I mean, you're getting all of that sweetness. You're getting the mix of the fruits, and then after you swallow, you're getting that aftertaste of like the gummy. So I'm ecstatic about this. It's actually
right. So you tested it in a tank?
Yeah, I'm actually using it in my Falcon.
Oh, so you went straight to a sub-ohm tank?
Straight to a sub-ohm tank. Yeah, I actually had one prepared. I won the build off because it only took me 30 seconds to coil this up and have it ready to go. But but no, I'm just kidding. It's just a joke.
All I know, dude, is like, look, you can take it from your newfound counterpart, Chris Vandal. He never used anything but
I would never take anything from Vandal, number one.
But
go ahead.
he at least now uses the goat.
In your hands.
No, but he at least uses the goat now.
The goat is the pod system of drippers. Like,
well, there you go.
There's no building required. It's one screw. Like,
I know,
okay,
but you get better flavor from a goat than any sub-ohm tank. I guarantee.
I would disagree. I got to be honest. I've tried drippers against a Falcon, and I think the flavors are close. Like, I'm sorry,
the Falcon's good. I'll give you that.
No, it's cool. Like, your mouth's broken. I get it. It's fine.
I think 4 out of 5 vapors would disagree, but that's okay.
Now he's gonna tell you how it was really bad for you that you had to grow up in America because Canada is just number one.
No, Canada's awesome.
I don't need to say that. It's obviously already there. Like, you already have that inferiority complex. That's fine. That's cool.
But Chris thinks 7-Up is the best soda. It's like, okay, there's
by far the
problems
best
there.
Pop. It's delicious as fuck.
There's no caffeine. It's flavored.
I don't drink. Hey, listen.
Lightly flavored.
If I want caffeine, I'll take
water.
it like a normal person, and I'll drink a cup of coffee. I don't need no Rockstar.
Yeah, see,
or
coffee
like
is bitter,
high
nasty.
caffeine pop.
I do.
Garbage.
Coca-Cola all the way. I'm sorry.
I don't like sweet stuff. I'm your polar opposite, and that's okay. It's all right.
We're doing Halloween candy, so the bang that I'm drinking for today is the radical skedaddle, or however you fucking pronounce it, but it's a Skittle flavored bang.
We're not sponsored.
Since we were talking about candy corn, I have to tell this quick story. The vape shop I used to work at, we had this flavor. And I don't even remember what the name of it was. But one of the guys behind the counter says, yeah, it tastes exactly like those little chalky Valentine's Day hearts. And he's telling this to a customer. I'm like, who wants that flavor? That's the worst. Why would you even describe it like that? Like, who wants a chalky Valentine's Day heart be mine flavor? Nobody. I at least hope nobody. That's just gross. So that's all I'm saying about that. So, candy corn, nobody wants that candy, but yet we're making a flavored vape with that flavor. Like, I'm missing why that's the case. But
because he was challenged too, and
and it's awesome. I mean, I'm glad you're able to make one that was close, but it's like, I don't understand. I want to make.
It was like mentioned, like, hey, somebody should make a candy corn flavor right away. Mitch is like, I'll do it. I got it. I'm down. Let's go.
It's good or bad. It still tastes like.
And he wasn't even in front of like a live camera. He literally was in a chat on the show. Like
Mitch makes such great stuff. I can't stop hearing about that berry mixed lemonade that you have.
You need to try it.
Everybody's talking about that shit like it's the bomb, which is great. And then it's like, okay, well, I wanted to see you do something snazzy. That's all.
Candy corn snazzy.
I'm speechless.
That's gonna be a quote. We need to put that on stickers. It's gonna say candy corn is snazzy.
That's like a soup kitchen.
Yogurts.
Anthony.
Yogurts.
If you get a package from Washington State, be afraid.
So,
Dude, I
Clown, what do you
honestly
think about
feel-
yours? Did it turn out to be everything you hoped for? And
Oh
more?
yeah, dude, it's got the cookie. It's very sweet, very fluffy and delightful. I'm liking it. It's got like the mouthfeel.
Cheater.
Cheater.
So
Cheater.
what pumpkin did you use?
The Flavora.
So are you gonna
pumpkin
make
bread.
candy when we do like seasonal?
I got some candy cane stuff.
Okay.
I'm down for that for sure.
Because like I'm totally down. Like I really want to have a pumpkin spice episode just because I bought a pumpkin spice just for
I'll
that
do
episode.
more pumpkin spice shit. I'm basic
So
as shit.
we might have to do that even fucking next week because I've been chomping on the bit hard for that.
Basic
Sifu's
bitch.
all disappointed now.
I don't know if I
have
can
a
make a
pumpkin.
thumbnail for that one.
He's all
I
like,
don't
"We
have a
need
pumpkin.
more
I'm just
cinnamon."
I have no pumpkin.
All right. Well, we're coming
got-
down to the
I
last
got
couple
you,
of minutes
Sifu.
here.
I'll send you some pumpkin spice.
Don't want it. Keep it.
Oh man, that's hilarious.
I genuinely feel that mine's pretty good. I kind of like it. Like I
Mhm.
think I'm gonna like do some immediate work on it.
Comedic work on it.
Well, I kind of have a feeling I'm gonna crush this bottle because it's like it is giving me that like blackcurrant fix that like I desperately needed, and I'm liking it.
Yeah,
Nice.
this pineapple grab is hitting me where I want it. It's giving me the Halloween feels of rummaging through your kids' candies. You know, like the dad tax. You know, you go through. This is mine. This is mine. This is mine. And it's usually I pull out all of those bonbons. So this is hitting it for me.
Moose
It might be
tracks.
spared this
I'm
year.
gonna have to look
When
that
I
up.
grow up, I want to be like Overdrip and actually be able to make a flavor on the fly. Like that's my goal in life now.
Hey, dude, when you grow up, you can do it.
I know.
It's all possible.
Just remember, you can't be a Toys R Us kid anymore. All right.
That's true.
And then and then you'll just be using a dripper, and you'll be like, "Oh my god, this flavor is so much better."
You have to
Yeah,
get a
Christmas
layer
break.
cake, or it doesn't.
I've
count.
got 3 in the cabinet. You know that.
Yeah,
All they
but
do
you
is spit
don't
hot
have
liquid in my
the
mouth.
goats, okay.
Yeah.
You do not have the goat.
No, I don't have the goat. You're right. Also, don't have any pods.
All right, let's just do the sign offs and all that. Let's see, Chris, you want to start us off here?
Yeah, I'll go first. Well, thanks everybody for tuning in. Thank you, Anthony, for coming on. Even though like you let us in on the secret, I appreciate your honesty that you did work on this beforehand. That's totally acceptable. For someone that's a guest, okay, that's totally acceptable.
Fucking seafood.
Okay, but no, for real. Thank you,
If
everybody.
I
for
had, it
coming
would just
out.
been straight strawberry. Strawberry, some
Please.
sweetener, rock on.
Please go check out all of us on ELR. Even Anthony has now published recipes, so
Yeah.
go follow him because he'll probably be putting more up, especially with the more confidence he gets and ideas, because that's a lot of it for me personally. Sometimes I get like lost on ideas and I try to do things that don't make sense when if someone had just suggested something to me, it might have spurred that thought that would have got me to mix up something awesome. So anybody ever have suggestions, just hit us up anywhere you can find any of us. There's tons of places you can be like, yo, I think you guys should do this on an episode. Or if you just want some sort of, I don't know, I guess it would be like some wisdom if we could give any of that, or just experience, or if we have anything that, might hit the mark that you're trying to hit and we might have suggestions, whatever, please feel free to do that. You can check me out on Friday nights at 8:00 on the Green Room. That's on the Frames Janklin Vaper YouTube channel. We always have a good time. And like I said, I think previously we're kind of like hitting that like real groove where we have like our set schedule of things that we're going to be doing. And you guys can look forward to more build-offs and some guests and just general chill sessions. Also, go check out shedtimepodcast.com because Sean Typhon's been doing so much fucking work on that website. I just want everyone to at least go over and look at it, see the hard work that he's put into it, because I appreciate the hell out of it. Other than that, I'm just going to say, everybody have a great time, be safe, and mix a bunch of bad stuff like Anthony said, because we've all been there. Don't let that discourage you, and just keep pushing on. And I'm going to throw it to Sifu.
Thanks. Really fun show tonight. Just no, I'm not making crap people juice. No, like Liberty. Sorry, I had the giggles tonight. It's been a long day and just a great reprieve to come hang out with my peeps and make some stuff and have fun. You can hit me up on my normal channels. I'm be slinging that juice. Just bring it on. I'll hook you up and keep you vaping. And just thanks for having me, guys. And just so much fun as always. Thank you very much, Mitch.
All right. You can find me on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and a bunch of Discords. If you want to try anything, shoot me a message. Chris, the next time you guys have Stan come on for a build off, you guys need to do the Razor Blade, the Reverie, but to throw a curveball in dual coil mode.
Okay. All right.
But I think you can only accomplish that when you have the Trinity glass cap, because I think the other ones, because of the chamber reducer, I think it's too tight.
You need 2.5 millimeters for that. I've done it.
Yeah, I'm sure you can do it. I'm sure.
It's doable. It's just a pain in the ass.
Although it might be like too dangerous. So I don't know who does you guys' insurance for that show.
Yeah.
Somebody's gonna get cut.
We're gonna need some real big super chats just to cover the fucking big jump. But we'll see what we do. Also, I just want to say this. I don't mean to cut you off, but I'm still embarrassed. I'm still licking my wounds that Stan stomped me so hard. That was embarrassing.
Man,
and the worst part
believe he
is
was
I
that
actually
fast.
like bested my time on a thing that I thought was considerably harder to build, and I still got stomped. Anyway, sorry, carry
on. Hey, Anthony, it's you gotta learn to walk before you can run. Tripping, stumbling, that's how you learn. So all of the bad, if you have a bad mix, as long as you learn from it, then it was worth it. Just keep on mixing, brother. Happy you were here. So take it away, Anthony.
Okay, well, first off, I want to say absolutely thank you guys for having me on. I think I'm like your third guest. Is that something like that?
Second?
No, because Mitch's daughter counts as number one, and you guys.
Oh yeah, sorry. Yeah.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
I wanted to make sure I got that
Yes,
right. Like
recognized.
you can tell I watched the show. Like I pay attention to what's going on.
Yeah, buddy.
But I was extremely nervous about coming on tonight. Like I've done lots of YouTube. Like you guys know, you see me all over the place. But this was the one I was like, you're gonna fuck this up bad. Like this is gonna be really horrible. And I appreciate the support and stuff that you guys give. And this is
you made a banger. You
Like,
made a
this is-
banger, man.
this is a great show. Like I never thought that I'd be watching it. When he announced that he was going to be doing this, I'm like, oh, this is going to be painful. And it's not. It's so much fun, and it's really got me excited about doing this. And the great thing about DIY is it is a money saver once you learn how to do it. I mean, the amount, even these little 15 ml bottles are lasting me forever.
Oh yeah, they go a long way.
So it's really awesome. You guys can find me on Instagram. If you haven't seen me on Instagram, what the hell are you doing? Like, you got to get out there and,
He's
check me out.
everywhere.
I've got
Stripper
like 5
glitter.
or 6 of them. So, it's one of those kind of things. Got a shout out to, Shake and Bake Media. They were talking earlier about the little intro that we made. My business partner, Drew, does all of the hard work. I'm just the idea guy. I write scripts. I say, hey, can you make this? And he makes brilliant, brilliant things. So got to give a big shout out to him. He does, a lot of the work and gets very little of the credit. So I just wanted to say that about that. If you guys want some CBD gummies, you got to check out Exotic Leaf. They make the best tasting, by far, CBD gummies in the industry. Premium brand. It's real CBD, lab reports, all that good stuff. Your shop's not carrying them. Get a hold of me. Like, this is something you should have. I mean, Rescued e-Liquid now carries our gummies under their own label. You guys probably saw their label in the video. that's the kind of stuff that we do, and I couldn't be prouder to be a part of that. But and I think even myself and one of the other members of the panel here, if not maybe two, are going to be getting some help from Shake and Bake Media, getting some label work done. So I'm really excited about that. I'm glad I can be there to help with that. If you guys want to see me on YouTube, this is a busy week for Anthony on YouTube. So tomorrow I'm on Rescued Reviews. Friday, I'm on the Friday Fallout, and Saturday, the Friday Fallout is a special guest on Body, Mind, and Soul on the Advocate for Liberties channel. So going to be a busy week for me. If you have any costume pictures, past, present, or planning on, take a picture, send it to me on Instagram or send it to my email or whatever. You can win that cool-ass coffee mug. That's, I don't know if Overdrip has his, but that's cool-ass coffee mug. Last Supper. It's the last one of the first limited edition set of those. It's number 5. So there weren't that many that I made. So all you have to do is send in a costume picture. If you get voted as the winner, you get that coffee mug free. That's the prize for that. And I know it sounds weird as a coffee mug for a prize, but you have no idea the amount of hours that I put into making that picture that's on there. So if that's something that you guys would like to win, by all means, just throw me there's Sifu right there. Just throw me a picture of a costume and you may be the winner of that. If you're interested in the coffee mug and you don't want to throw me a picture, then just get a hold of me and I will tell you what it costs to get one. So, but anyway, guys, I couldn't thank you guys enough for allowing me to be on the show. This was a lot of fun. So, and keep doing it. Your wisdom is amazing. And I think a lot of people out there really take what you talk about to heart. And I think you've probably helped a ton of people in our community to be able to mix and get those flavors that they actually really want without having to spend an arm and a leg to get them. So thank you guys very much. And on to Clown to round it out.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Like everybody says at this point, just hit us up on our social medias. For if you want to hit me directly on an email, clownvapes@gmail.com. If you're interested in any of the flavors I have going, honestly, the drunken apple cakes is something I'm really pushing hard right now because I am. It's good. With that one, it's just like a full-on apple fritter. It even has that like weird mouthfeel, like the glaze would leave. So I'm just like really proud of this one. So I want to get it out there to everybody. But or if you want to mix it up yourself, the recipes on ELR, check it out, try it, and let me know what you think of it. Then coils, if you guys are interested in picking up some coils, hit me up as well, and all that kind of stuff. What else? Yeah. And if you guys want a Mixing It Up shirt, go check out Teespring. We do have shirts on there. Rock the show. Rep us out there. All that fun stuff. Yeah. So thank you guys for joining us. We had a blast. We are glad to have Anthony on board with us here. We are very proud to, show the. Yeah. I mean, this show is ridiculous. We started off with layer cakes, went to drive-by bow and arrows, and all sorts of crazy shit. Oh, man. Alrighty. So we'll catch you guys next week. We had an awesome time. And as always, vape on, mix on. Bye.
Hey.